With Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're thrilled to have you with us.
And now we take a brief look at the matchups for our tip-off coming moments from now.
This is my kind of basketball, fellas. Both of these teams make their mark on the defensive end of the floor.
The game is played at both ends, and great scoring will only get you so far. These teams have a firm understanding of that.
And for teams that are committed to winning, it's understood that locking in on defense will be part of what separates them.
Now here's Howard. Clock at 6. Shoots the 3. Here's Jones. And she banks in the layup.
Well, scoops up the board. Jones knows exactly what to do. Put it back in.
Pass to Burton. Now here is Hayes. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Very nice touch, dropping that one in.
Now here's Howard. She's guarded by Hayes. Here's Gray. Back to Howard. The Valkyries pull it in. Outside Williams. The quick look, no good that time.
The defenders cannot lose track of her because usually that shot will go down.
Howard, she's guarded by Hayes. Gray outside.
That one falls. A great assist by Angel Reese.
Constantly in a position to score. Gray loves to shoot it off of a crisp pass.
Up top, Williams.
Reese defending.
Pass to Burton. Thornton. Here's Hayes. Ryan Howard with some nice D.
I like the D. They weren't about to swing the door open and let her cruise into the layup. Good job.
And that one's good.
Well, this is why you get Jones the rock in close. Terrific at converting.
Now Williams. Tiffany Hayes on the wing. Outside Williams. Fires for 3. A rebound by Hillman.
Well, I admire how the defense recognized how dangerous she is from out there and then immediately got right up on her.
Pass to Howard. The 3.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Valkyries.
Valkyries ball.
The Valkyries trail. And for this Valkyries team in their first season, Tim, what do you like about their roster?
I like the experience they added. Kayla Thornton from the expansion draft, Tiffany Hayes as a free agent. Those two will lead this young roster. She might be undersized as a 6'1" forward, but Thornton makes up for it with touch. Finds ways to score down low.
Pass to Hillman. Howard up top. She's guarded by Hayes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Jones. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Now Burton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Pass to Hayes. Howard with the rebound. And Atlanta has possession. To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Hayes. Thornton with it. And it's Jones picking her up. Count that one.
That's where you like your shots to come from.
Atlanta in the lead. Pass to Hillman. Howard. Ball's knocked loose. To the paint.
Brianna Jones draws the double.
Reese. 2 on the clock. And there's the 3-second violation. And here's Burton. Pass to Hayes. Williams. Down low. Tries yet again. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
Well, 2024 was the final season of Diana Taurasi's WNBA career, a player that many refer to as the GOAT.
Absolutely. I mean, the all-time leader in points scored, 3-time WNBA champion, 14 all-WNBA team selections, 6 gold medals at the games. The list just goes on and on.
Yeah, we could spend the entire game talking about what DT did. I mean, she inspired generations of players and fans while helping build and sustain the success of this league.
And that one falls, and that puts them up. It's a 1-point game now. Now here is Canada. Not a lot of room. Pass to Howard. Back to Canada. Shot clock at 6. Gray. And here's Ryan Howard from the arc to the inside. And that'll be Atlanta's ball as it goes out of bounds. Dream able to keep the ball here.
She had no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important because probably would have been a quick 2 points if she doesn't knock it out of bounds. So I love that effort level.
And she's good on the 3-ball.
Well, when Howard is knocking down threes, Ryan is unguardable.
Thornton outside. That's in, and she found her range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciated it.
Now here is Canada. Looking for her first basket still in this one. And a shot by Howard, no good. Williams, guarded by Howard. Over to the left wing. Burton can't hit. Gray outside. Inside, here's Hillman, and a great assist by Jordan Canada, and that one falls in.
Hit the bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery into the lane.
It's stolen by Howard. Pass to Canada. Jones. Gray, she's guarded by Hayes. She gets that one.
So this is great at her best. On her front foot, attack mode turned on.
Outside Hayes. Now Thornton. Here's Williams. That's in for her first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
She's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting that ball to the rim.
And, you know, playing for France in the 2024 Paris Games, that was a special moment for Gabby Williams.
Winning a silver, came so close to knocking off the heavily favored Americans in the final. Williams was voted best defender of that 2024 tournament.
Pass to Hayes. Thornton. Burton, guarded by Canada. 5 on the clock. To the inside. Burton gets the bucket.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
Now here is Canada. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Hillman. Her shot is good, making her a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
That assist got a little nod from her teammate after the bucket.
Picked by Thornton. Pass to Burton. Back to Williams.
Good shot collection. And maybe she's working on her buzzer beater form.
That could be it, or maybe she was just trying to knock a bird off the scoreboard. I'm not too sure.
It's Burton. Pass to Williams. Now here is Hayes. Gray defending. Down low. That's tipped.
And the rebound goes to the Valkyries.
Such tough defense there against one of the better finishers in the game.
Pass to Williams. Lays it up and banks it in. Atlanta leading. Outside Canada. And here is Howard. Pass to Gray. Over Hayes. They get it back. Jones. Good work defensively by Kayla Thornton. And stolen by Alicia Gray. Outside Canada. Jones. Gray outside. The Dream again can't hit. Thornton with it. Working on Jones. Pass to Burton. Thornton guarded by Jones. Now here's Williams. Burton, 6 to shoot. And stolen by Canada. On the wing, Ryan Howard. On the wing, Alicia Gray. Jones. Gray outside. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Jones.
Basket good off the assist from Alicia Gray.
She made that pass to a spot and let her teammate run right into it. That is how you distribute the basketball.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Williams. Shoots from 12, and she drops that one in.
Superb assist. She was crafty, creative, and the ultimate teammate on that play.
To the paint. Here's Jones. Nails the baby hook.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Dream out in front, up 6. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And the first quarter in the books, second about to get underway. And looking at what we've seen from the Dream, what do you guys think?
Not too much trouble for them in the rebounding department as they've really dominated the glass.
Yeah, they flexed their muscle down low and really limited second chances.
3. Parked down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call. Canada with it. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Kone. Here's Pow Pow. And here is Jones. She's covered by me here. Jones can't hit.
The Valkyries trail.
Now Zandelasini. Guarded by Howard. Outside Charles. Stokes. From deep. And it's Charles missing. Here's Ryan Howard from the arc.
And the rebound goes to the Valkyries.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, she seems determined to continue hoisting up these threes. But I think it's time to maybe take a step in.
Jordan Canada for 3. The Dream again can't hit. Pass to Charles. And here's Zandelasini. Off the mark there with the three. Takes a step back. Here's Kune.
Sandalacini pulls it in.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter.
Valkyries with another miss.
And Atlanta has possession. In the second quarter, held scoreless. To the middle. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot and will go to the line.
It's going to go on Letitia Me here.
You just got to love the old school nature of Jones's game. 6'3", doesn't take a lot of threes, knows her role, interior scoring and defense.
Shooting two.
And the first one falls for her.
You know, there are a lot of ways that the WNBA has influenced the NBA, and a big one was with the Commissioner's Cup.
Yeah, that in-season tournament was a precursor to the NBA's by a few years, and it really just showed how much excitement and interest can be created.
I think it holds a special place for a lot of WNBA fans, the teams, the players, and fans. They all really enjoy the cup.
Pass to Ami here.
Out to the left wing.
And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Valkyries able to keep possession.
Five to shoot.
Pass to Burton.
Here's the three. A rebound by Ryan Howard. Now here's Canada. He's covered closely.
Here's Reese. She's covered by Ami here.
Just her first attempt.
Ami here grabs the board.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into this second quarter. Pass to Williams. Down low. Stokes. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in their shooting.
Sometimes it only takes 1 or 2 buckets to get things going. Maybe we're getting ready to pump a little life into this one.
Man, I certainly hope so.
That one goes. Count it.
There's a great pace to the jumper of Canada. Good quick release, solid body control.
Pass to Stokes. Williams. To the inside. Her second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
You know, that is right where they wanted to get that ball.
Outside Howard.
Reese. She's covered by Ami here. Reese, no good.
Now Burton. Outside Williams. Burton. Back to Williams. Pass to Stokes. Nice lead there from Ryan Howard. Atlanta leading.
Well, Jordan Canada does the things you want from a point guard. There's no doubt about it.
Defensively, she disrupts, leading the league in steals on multiple occasions. And then offensively, she distributes, averaging about 5 dimes per game over her career. One of the best rates in league history.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And few WNBA players have garnered more attention than Angel Reese.
Well, she's just so charismatic, and Reese says what she thinks. Fans love that. And on the floor, she's a double-double machine.
deciding to change it up. Pass to Hayes. The three. Canada grabs the board. And so here's Atlanta. They lead by 8. That's the biggest margin of the game. On the wing, Ryan Howard. Jones. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And here's Burton. Outside Williams. Stokes. Guarded by Jones. 6 to shoot. Pass to Stokes. And the shot goes in.
Nice accurate pass right into the middle.
And so here's Atlanta. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Now here's Pow Pow. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Here's Williams. Green with the rebound. Here's Canada. Outside Howard. Pass to Canada. Now Jones. Here's Reese. That's good D by Tiffany Hayes.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
Now Stokes. Outside Williams. Out to the right wing. Lets the three fly.
It's hauled in by Angel Reese.
Outside Canada.
Back to Reese.
Pass to Howard.
Now here's Pow Pow.
Shoots over Williams. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Now here's Williams. She's got 6. Yep, that one goes.
Ran her defender straight into that screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
And so here's Atlanta. They lead by 4. Outside Canada.
Pass to Pow Pow.
To stop the drought.
Offensive board.
It's good on the putback.
She didn't luck into that one. She knew just where to be when the shot went up.
Williams with it. Outside Hayes. Williams. Here's Stokes. And fouled hard that time. And she'll get 2 shots at the line. Gordon Canada picks one up.
Okay, let me put you two on the spot. If you had one pick, one player to start a franchise with, who's it going to be?
Give me Asia Wilson. She has all those MVPs. She's got the championships. And it's about her scoring, her defense, and her size. You can build around that.
That's a great pick, Tim, but you know who I'm going with. Come on, Brianna Stewart. You get the defense with Stewie, but you throw in the shooting and just her all-around game. It puts her over the top for me.
And the Valkyries making a switch here.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And so here's Atlanta. 6-point game.
Pass to Pow Pow.
And here is Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gray. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Oh, with that 24-second clock winding down, Gray, a great option. She can get creative scoring-wise.
Now here is Thornton. Pass to Williams. And good. Coming off the assist by Kayla Thornton. And the dream call time here. Atlanta in the lead. Pass to Jones. Picked by Jones. Inside to the paint. Stolen by Tiffany Hayes.
Fast break. Here's the Valkyries.
And rejected by Brianna Jones.
What anticipation from Jones. Timing the block right, an elite defender in the W.
Back to Gray. Picked by Jones. Inside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It goes on Tiffany Hayes.
Well, you allow someone to get to the rim like that, and really that's your only option.
Yeah, free throws are always better than a layup. I would agree with that.
And that one misses. And she's good on the second.
Golden State trailing here.
Now Williams. She's got 8. They set the screen. Goes up at the stripe.
It's hauled in by Angel Reese.
Outside Howard. Pass to Jones. Shot clock at 6.
Picked by Reese.
Deep Alicia Gray. It's a misfire, and she's now 4 of 9 from the field. They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right, their offense is ground to its skin still.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark.
Pass to Burton. Over Reese. It's hauled in by Angel Reese.
Well, for what's a routine shot, you looked a little nervous on that release, wouldn't you say?
And here is Howard. Jones, covered by Thornton.
Outside Reese. Picked by Reese.
Clock at 6. Basket is good. The assist from Alicia Gray.
With sound awareness and passing skills, Gray is able to find teammates and get them the ball.
Pass to Williams. Hayes. From outside the arc. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Putting up solid assist numbers out of the 2 position. Hayes, a good mover to the ball.
The Dream on offense. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Picked by Jones. To the middle. And stolen by Thornton. Pass to Hayes. Back to Thornton. Williams. That 3 off the mark. And shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Gray outside. And here is Jones. Covered by Thornton. Back to Gray. 6 to shoot. Teardrop shot.
And the rebound goes to the Valkyries.
From deep three-point range, the clock runs out and we're heading to half. It's the Dream, up 6. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter after the break. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. What a game we're seeing from Jones.
She tore it up on the offensive glass in the first 2 quarters. Full effort.
Yeah, she was incredibly persistent, and that's what it takes to be a successful offensive rebounder. And look, she's making bigs all around the world proud with her play.
It's Burton. Outside Hayes. Williams. Now Burton. And here's Kayla Thornton from the arc.
It's hauled in by Angel Reese.
Now a decade in this league, Kayla Thornton gives this team experience.
Flexibility, too. I mean, she's had different roles in the W from starter to bench scorer. But Thornton is a great example for younger players that your game and your role can consistently evolve.
Pass to Williams. Outside Hayes. There's the three. It's rebounded by Atlanta.
She has slipped into a real funk here.
Definitely. The basket is not looking very big to her at this point.
Now here's Gray. On the wing, Ryan Howard. She's guarded by Hayes. Back to Gray. Off target with the three.
And so it's Golden State with it.
They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Atlanta leading. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Pass to Jones. Howard, covered by Thornton. The pick by Jones. And here's Ryan Howard from the arc. On the wing, Ryan Howard. Here's Gray. Puts up a three. That's in for her 5th field goal of the game. Makes her 5 for 12 this far.
A younger player who loves to learn and loves to improve. I don't think it's crazy to say that Gray will be unstoppable when she develops a consistent long ball.
Now here's Howard. Pass to Gray. And here's Hillman. Reese. She's guarded by Williams. Here's Hillman. Three, Ryan Howard. He can't hit that time.
Well defended that time. She's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when she's ready to pull the trigger.
Yeah, and you can see that they recognize that. They're not going to let her get easy shots.
Down low. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Well, you're not going to pass up that type of look.
And Atlanta has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And here's Hillman. Back to Gray.
And Alicia Gray doubled.
Jones.
Pass to Reese.
Just 5 to shoot. Now Gray. Let's go with a three. Tiffany Hayes grabs the miss. Now Burton. Gray defending. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Now Burton. And the call is going to be, an illegal screen.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
Pass to Hillman. Gray. To the inside. And stolen by Thornton. And a 3-on-3 fast break. Ryan Howard with the block.
Well, with her athletic ability, Ryan Howard has the tools to be a phenomenal defender.
Here's Hillman. Back to Gray. Great touch on the 16-footer.
Well, she shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. You know, like we say, she's been making music all day long.
Timeout called here by the Valkyries.
Outside Hayes. To the left side wing. Pass to Williams. Takes the three. Good for another field goal. Number 5 on the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Howard. She's guarded by Hayes. To the wing, right side. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
2 seconds. Valkyries ball.
And now it's time to take another look at that huge swat.
She's all over that shot. Had it read the whole way and gets the position she needs to make the play.
The Valkyries trail.
Floats one. On the wing, Kayla Thornton. Guarded by Jones. And Williams gets it to go.
Well, when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to do it and get back into this game.
And it was their defense, just as much as their offense, that served as the catalyst and allowed them to put this run together.
What a display.
Now here's Howard. Shot clock at 5.
Pass to Hillman.
Gray shoots it. Money from the wing.
Well, it's just what she does. Gray, she just scores points, providing a punch tonight, getting it done.
Outside Williams.
It's Burton.
Gray defending.
Now Burton.
5 points in the game. And can't cash in from close range. Now here's Gray. The steal. Outside Williams.
Pass to Burton.
Back to Williams. To the paint.
Dream foul. Now it's team foul. Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Valkyries. Salah. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. She hits the second from the line. Atlanta in the lead. And the dream call time here.
Yeah, I think the coach could be trying to just get a break in action to clear their heads. They've gone ice cold, and it wouldn't be a bad idea to give them a quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget all the missed shots we've been seeing.
Maybe refocus a bit.
On the wing, Ryan Howard. Canada with it. And here's Hillman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the middle. That's good by Jones.
Ran her defender straight into that screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
Pass to Williams. Down low. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot, and we'll shoot 2 at the line.
Second team foul. At the line for the Valkyries.
Shooting 2.
2 shots.
The first one falls. That's also good, so she hits them both. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Inside. And that one's good. Jones.
A throwback big. Jones is all about operating inside, never really takes threes.
Thornton outside. Pass to Williams. And here's Zandalicini. Just 5 on the clock. Now here is Hayes.
And again, Golden State no good.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
Outside Howard. From outside, off the mark.
The Valkyries trail.
Pass to Hayes. Left side, Williams. Outside, Hayes. Three-pointer. Nailed from three-point land.
It's the lefty. Hayes ready to shoot the moment she gets the pass.
And so here's Atlanta. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Well, after retiring in 2023, Tiffany Hayes joined the Aces mid-season last year.
Yeah, good thing she came back, right? Ended up winning 6th Player of the Year, proving she's still a dynamic scorer.
Pass to Zandalicini. Back to Williams. Now Thornton. Buries it down low.
Well, you got to be more physical than that if you want to stop Kayla Thornton, at least. She's used to having to fight through tough defense.
Now here's Jones. Covered by Thornton.
Cecilia. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Canada. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Kone.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Zandalicini. Guarded by Pau Pau. Here's Thornton. And stolen by Alicia Gray. "13 feet out." Stokes with the rebound. Thornton outside. Over Gray. The shot by Thornton, no good. Atlanta leading. Outside Howard. The tray drains it from beyond the arc.
You know, she's not going to miss those very often, even for deep. The D has to close down on her.
Pass to Zandalicini. And here's Thornton. Gray defending. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots. It's rebounded by Kune. And here we go, the dream on the fast break. And Gray gets it to go.
A natural-born scorer like Gray, they seek those easy transition points.
Golden State with the ball.
They trail by 6.
Now Zondelicini.
No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Pushing it up. Pushing it up.
Here's Pow Pow. That's good, and it's Ryan Howard with the assist.
Well, Howard just sees the floor so well, and the good thing is that over time, her court vision is only going to get better.
Guarded by Canada. To the left wing. Jordan Canada with the steal. Three-pointer. Oh, no good. Trying to beat the buzzer. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Dream, up 8. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter here on 2K Sports. Hello, and thanks for joining us again. The fourth quarter of play should begin in moments.
Outside Reese.
Pass to Jones. Back to Canada. To the paint. And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets a 3-second call. And here's Burton. Outside Charles. Pass to Zondelicini. And the ball out of play. The Dream will have it. Now here is Canada. And here's Pow Pow. Picked by Jones. To the inside.
A shot is good on the assist by Pow Pow.
Love the concentration from Jones on the offensive end. Really productive tonight.
Golden State with the ball.
It's a 10-point game. Over to the wing. Pass to Zondelicini.
Burton.
Outside Charles. Now Zondelicini. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Now here is Canada. Shot's good by Jones.
What a smart feed by Canada. She's got a great eye for finding those ready shooters.
It's Burton. Guarded by Canada. Stokes drops in the layup for 2.
She did so well to lead her teammate right to the ideal spot. That's the kind of playmaking coaches like to see.
Now here is Canada. To the middle. Here's Jones. Tries again.
They get it back.
Goes up again.
Kone gets the bucket.
Perseverance, it always pays off on the offensive glass.
And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Stokes. Dream with the rebound.
Nearly got a finger to that shot on the block attempt.
It was just as effective as a block. Made her completely change her release point and caused the miss.
Now here's Pow Pow.
Down low. And the shot count. She's fouled. That's a chance for a 3-point play.
Very well executed pick to give her all types of space to get that one off.
And the Valkyries making a switch here.
One shot.
Valkyries ball.
Down by 15. Pass to Charles. Here's Zandalasini. From 12 feet out.
And it's Angel Reese with the rebound.
And so here's Atlanta. Now here's Canada.
Back to Reese.
The jump hook.
Burton with the rebound. Here's the Valkyries with the ball.
Charles up top, guarded by Canada. Looking to get back on track. The shot, no good.
Now here's Pow Pow.
She's guarded closely. To the paint. Outside Charles.
Pass to Stokes. Now Burton. Pow Pow with the steal. Now Kone. Reese inside.
Working on Charles.
Reese gets the bucket.
Well, we saw this in her collegiate career. The fear of contact does not exist in Angel Reese.
Golden State with the ball.
17-point game.
It's Burton.
Outside Charles. Here's Zandalasini. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Pow Pow on the wing.
Guarded by Charles.
Now here's Pow Pow.
Defense right on her. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Canada. Goes up from the top of the key. Hits the front of the rim and out. Outside Charles.
Now Burton.
To the inside. Now Charles.
Guarded by Pow Pow.
It's good.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
And so here's Atlanta. Here in the fourth, they've only allowed just 4 points. Jones outside. That one off the back iron and out. And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Stokes. And here's Burton.
From downtown, sinks the triple.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's Canada. Jones outside. That shot off the mark.
And here's Golden State.
Down by 12.
And here's Zandalasini. It's Burton.
This one for 3.
In the Valkyries, another 3.
But for the defense, they got to talk to each other. Clearly in air, not getting out there on her three-point attempt.
Pass to Kone. Reese. Here's Kone.
And it's blocked by Kia Stokes.
Now Zandalasini.
Now here's Charles.
Burton. And again, Golden State with the triple.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally, they got the run they needed to get back into this game.
I didn't think it was going to happen, Tim, but they have finally turned it on, and now they need stops.
Absolutely, need stops now.
Tries to snap the cold streak, and there's the bucket as Jones finishes it off.
They just refuse to go away and are slowly pulling back into this one.
Well, they've just got no quit in them. They know they can't cut that lead down all at once, so they just keep chipping away at it piece by piece.
Yeah, you got to play good defense and good offense.
Here's Stokes. There's a screen to the middle. And she floats it in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
For the fourth quarter, it looked like it was just going to be a formality, but their offense picked up at exactly the right time.
Something gave them a jolt, and now they're just draining everything. We've got some fireworks in store for us down the stretch, and I can't wait to see what happens.
Now it's Reese.
Valkyries foul.
And the dream call time here.
That coach wants to get everybody on the same page out there and maybe change up some things as well.
Yeah, that's probably a good timeout. You might as well talk things through.
And kind of change that game plan as well.
Gray with it. 5 on the clock. Pass to Howard. And here's Hillman. Here's Gray. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. And here's Burton. Here's Williams.
Reese defending.
Williams inside.
Reese on her.
Williams inside.
Reese defending.
Banked in off the glass.
It's easy to get spoiled watching her play the game of basketball, but I would advise you to not take this for granted. She makes these plays look so simple.
Here's Hillman. Pass to Gray. Outside Howard. Back to Gray. Launches it. The three-pointer is on target.
What are they thinking, leaving her with all that space out there? Don't they know that that's pretty much a layup for her?
Golden State trailing here.
Now here's Williams.
Reese defending.
Put down low. And she can't bank that one in.
They were ready for her there. I mean, just totally collapsed the D on her.
Pass to Jones.
Reese.
And here's Ryan Howard from the arc.
The defense has to be real thrilled to see her keep shooting those threes. She has been brutal this half.
Now Williams.
Now Burton. Stolen by Brianna Jones. Pass to Gray. Back to Jones. Brianna Jones draws the double.
Reese.
Misses the three.
Here's the Valkyries with the ball.
7-point differential.
And again, Golden State no good.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Gray. Stolen by Kayla Thornton.
Well, this game's finally gotten away from them.
It has. There's not really anything they can do.
Now here's Gray.
Atlanta picking up the win.
This was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them.
Yeah, they faced some challenges, but held firm when they needed to. Defensively, offensively, effectively locking down the W.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.